We were told originally that he had to watch whatever the inmates were watching, and the jailers controlled the one channel, right? And that his TV would be airing what they're... No. It turns out Bryan Kohberger gets to decide what he wants to watch. So I don't know if you're watching tonight, but thank you if you're watching this show. It's a bit creepy. But the inmates all have to, have one TV, and the jailers decide, and Bryan Kohberger gets to decide what's on his TV in his cell. He just needs to tell the jailers, time to switch. I'm tired of this. So let's hope he doesn't switch off this one.
Is she kidding? I can't work out whether she's joking. Is she joking? Someone please let me know down below in the comments whether she is she's joking. She was giggling like a kid, like a schoolgirl. Can someone also let me know down below if they are aware, because they might have sources close to the case that I'm about to put forward, and that is whether Ashley Banfield has sent any love letters to Bryan Kohberger inside, because she seems to be one step away from becoming a Bryan Kohberger true fangirl. I love you, Bryan, tattooed there somewhere there. But anyway, straight into the meat and potatoes, because look, this is breaking news. Bryan Kohberger has been revealed by a source close to the case that he can control his own TV. Now, I don't know about you, but this is very important. It's very important to understand that he can put on what he wants within reason. But look, all jokes aside, I know I'm being a twat. But what I will point out is, who the hell keeps giving all this information? Who's talking about it? It's not being funny. All like the religious practices and things like that, and saying that Bryan can go to this church and stuff. I get all that, because you can say, well, this is what this prison does. This is what they offer. They offer inmates a chance to do these things, and these are the opportunities that Bryan will get. And even the TV situation, even though in jest we talk about it, but, is someone truly saying, look, he is, being able to control his own TV? It could be argued, to be fair, that if you're forcing inmates to watch specific programs constantly over and over on loop, would that be tantamount to kind of abuse? So I can't imagine being forced to watch some programs. There are some that are really bad that I feel that I might get forced to watch in this household, like Malcolm in the Middle. If I have to watch that one more time, I feel like I might scream. But anyway, I digress. We're also talking about Bryan Kohberger and his counselling, saying that he is turning down counselling. Now, surely that is privileged information. Should they really be talking about the fact that he is being offered counselling, that he is in fact turning it down? I don't get it. I don't quite understand. There is indeed supposed to be a gag order, and people can talk about what's out there but this is seemingly someone who is, I'm guessing, working inside this prison. Someone who is around Bryan, and they are releasing to the media personal information regarding Bryan's mental health care inside that venue. And I can't see that is morally correct. And don't even get me fucking started on the fact that there is comments surrounding the treatment and privileges that Bryan is getting in prison, bearing in mind that the guy has not been trialed yet, he has not been found guilty. And again, it's this due process, isn't it? Due process. If he's done it, that's fine, but let him go through due process, be found guilty. It's not your job to say that this guy is 100% guilty and he should therefore be punished prior to trial. It's sick when people do it. I get your thoughts and feelings around it, but that ain't fucking right. The guy, the guy deserves due process. That's it. That's just the way it is. Don't like it, fuck off. But there has been a lot of other comments surrounding Bryan Kohberger and all these newly released documents. People are saying, look, they're searching here, they're searching there, they're putting warrants over here, they're grabbing for that information, they're grabbing for this information. And what does it truly, truly mean? Well, in my eyes, it truly, truly means that the prosecution don't really have a lot. They don't really have a lot, and they are on the hunt for a case. They're on a hunt to build a watertight story to provide to the jury, to say, look, this is the journey. This is Bryan. This is what Bryan did. This is how he did it. And this is what led to this. This is the crime itself. And this is what played out afterwards. You know, at the end of the day, like I've said before, being in the courtroom is all about selling a story. And you sell a story through emotion. We are very, very emotional people. Purchases we make, beliefs that we have are all about emotion. And whoever, through that court process, can provide the most emotional and believable story ultimately wins. And they are now reaching out and putting all their feelers out on everything that all of these victims touched to find out whether there is remnants and elements of Bryan Kohberger in amongst them. But the fact that they've put so many things out means that what they've got so far, what they found in the car, what they found in the search of his property, in his parents' home, that wasn't enough. That was not enough, and they need more. So this could have a real, real long way to go. A real, real long way to go. Because I have a funny feeling that there was nothing in that car. There was nothing beyond what we saw in the search warrants of his place, of his dad's place. I don't believe they have anything enough to convince a jury that he did it. That's just me. Remember, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. And I don't think at this stage that they are anywhere near prepared. And if you think about it, with regards to Bryan Kohberger turning down any counsel, if he really did, and that shows that he is quietly confident. He is sitting in there and he is biding his time and waiting. What gives him that confidence? Does he have a game plan? And are we about to find out just how clever Bryan really is? Or is he what many, many people think? Is he just an idiot and he will get turned over in court? Let me know down below. And until Ashley Banfield brings out some more nuggets of breaking news, I'll catch you in the next one.